Okay, we are live. Good afternoon, good morning. I'm trying to make sure everything is where it should be. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. I'm on just a little bit early. And the reason I'm on just a little bit early is I have a Lowe's delivery coming because welcome to Mercury retrograde. My washing machine kicked the bucket. So there's that. Just want to give it a few minutes, let some people get in here. I've got some notes I'm going to talk about. We are going to do some Financial Friday. I'm going to discuss the economy a little bit. Hi, Antonia. How are you? Good to see you. We're going to discuss the economy a little bit. Ignore the mess in the back. It's my usual Christmas clutter and flea market clutter as well. But we're going to discuss the economy a little bit. We're going to discuss some things that are happening in the last 48 hours, mostly here in the United States with our economy and what some of our politicians are trying to do. So we're going to get into that as well in a second here. Like I said, I'm a little early, so I just want to give everyone enough time to get on here and join in the chat. So before I jump into what I'm going to talk about, let's just talk about the markets a little bit. And like the top, let's talk about the top 10 coins in crypto right now. I finally got my XRP Army shirt. So right now, the top trending coin is Bitcoin, and it's up about 0.26% this morning. It's up to 43,828, and it's kind of fluctuating up and down, up and down. Now it's the top crypto. So there are a lot of people that keep saying, don't miss out, buy, keep buying. Um, I own some Bitcoin, and I actually bought quite a bit when it had dropped down to like 15,000, 16,000. That's when I went in and I bought, but you could still buy now because remember this 2024 is the year that Bitcoin does its halving. So that happens every 4 years. So it is good to have some Bitcoin. I'm going to give you a perfect example of something and how I learned the motto of I don't work for money, I let money work for me. And I couldn't quite understand what that meant in the beginning, but now I know what that means to a certain extent. However, I sometimes go and I do merchandising where I go and I set up displays at grocery stores. I was really busy in November doing all of this to set up for the holidays. One of the last ones I did was a Frito-Lays. I was hired by Frito-Lays to set up a display. And it made me some really good money. Now, I had it arranged through Stripe that I wanted to get paid half in American dollars and half in Bitcoin. And I've been doing that every time I do a job for them. I get paid half in American money and half in Bitcoin. Now, I take that Bitcoin money and I either put to my hard wallet or I put it on an exchange. And I'm not exaggerating. $200 in Bitcoin in the last year has grown to where I've let my money work for me. So getting paid $400 in Bitcoin and you let that sit either on an exchange or in your hard wallet, that will turn into $800, which it has since I bought it back when it was 1600 or 16,000, excuse me. So that's a one way to have your money work for you. There's other ways, of course, but that's one way. Here in Greece, they want to destroy the small business. Yep. BCH, what's BCH? Bitcoin? BCH. What about it? Okay. So Bitcoin's number one. The second top coin going is Ethereum, and that's going at 2,300, which is really, really good. I mean, that's very good. Tether is another one, and Tether is a stable coin. Then you've got in the fourth position XRP, obviously, XRP Army. I would keep buying XRP. I have stopped buying it for my own personal reasons because I have a lot of it. And I'm buying other coins right now, small ones like XLM, HBAR, XDC. There's a couple out there. Okay, then number 5 is the BNB. I think that's the Binance coin. Then number 6 is Solana. Number 7 is USDC, which I do have a reserve fund of. This is a stable coin that runs on the American dollar. And the reason I have a reserve in this one is because if the economy ever completely tanks, I will be able to use my Coinbase credit card and be able to buy food and gas and stuff like that. Unless our government decides to make crypto illegal. And if Elizabeth Warren has her way, this will happen. There was a big thing yesterday where she had interviewed Jamie Dimon, who is the CEO of Chase Bank, and he said crypto was a scam and he would make crypto illegal. What a son of a bitch he is. Oh my God. So there is that possibility here in the United States that they could ban crypto because it's all about control. They want to control you. She's trying to make hard wallets illegal and things like that. So there's that. So I have a feeling come early 2024, they're going to start kicking you off exchanges and trying to really regulate it. She is very close to Gary Gensler, so there's that. Let me go back to the Bitcoin Cash. Let me see where that is. Okay, number 8 is Cardano. Number 9 is Dogecoin. Number 10 is Avalanche. Bitcoin Cash. Let me go look at that. Bitcoin Cash, BCH. Okay, Bitcoin Cash is at number 19, and it's trading at $251.84 this morning, and it is up by 0.31%. So it's rising too. And it's gone up. There's a margin here that it has gone up about 12.3%. And I don't know if that's in the last 24 hours or in the last week. 7 days. In the last 7 days is what it says. So last 7 days, it's gone up to that. And that's just a little rundown of what's happening here on the crypto markets. Stellar Lumens, one I told you to buy, XLM, is at the 22 spot. It is down 0.16%, but it's gone up over the week at about 10.17%, and it is selling at 13 cents a share. Absolutely get in on that coin. And I'm going to throw this in because it is a disclaimer. This is not financial advice. I'm just an enthusiast in crypto and have been dabbling in it since 2017. So anything in life with money is a gamble. Always remember that. Okay. And those are the big ones. Okay. So let's get right to this. I want to talk about at least what our government is trying to implement and what they have plans for in the next 5 years. Okay. I hope that explained everything to you, Antonia. All right. Let's get to it. I have some notes here I want to talk about now. Patreon last night received my new moon in Sagittarius forecast. I'll get on here Monday and do general publics, but I also added in some interesting information at the end of that recording on um, stocks and stuff. Some of that isn't going to be shared here on this platform. That's strictly for Patreon, but some of it will be. Some of it has to be known. So I want to talk about what our government is in the process of doing. So they're getting ready to launch CBDC. And this is why they're going after those of us that uh, have self custody of our wallets, our hard wallets. They're looking into UBI. UBI is Universal Basic Income, and it's backed by some of the biggest billionaires in the world: Mark Cuban, Bezos, Zuckerberg. I don't even call him by his real name. And this UBI is like a lot of economists have said it is the Trojan horse for CBDCs. And they do seem very appealing. I mean, it does, doesn't it? It seems very appealing. You get a little money every month from the government, but this is a way of controlling your money, okay? If the government rolls this out in the next 4 to 5 years, if the government starts rolling this out, um, hold on, they will start to bypass all the major banks, and instead, you, the American people, are going to bank directly with the Federal Reserve. Holy shit. Which, I don't know which is the lesser of two evils, the banks or the Federal Reserve in this scenario here. And some, I heard some guy say the other day, this is an Orwellian nightmare, which it could be. But that's what our government is in the process of doing. And that's why you see stupid little Elizabeth Warren out there trying to ban hard wallets. She's claiming that, and I'll post some videos after this broadcast is over. I'm going to post a video from Altcoin Daily because they're one of the best in explaining stuff. She's talking about digital currency being used by Hamas. Yes, she's part of the evil cabal too. And drug dealers use this. Clearly, you boomers out there really don't understand how the blockchain works, because when you get up there in Congress and in Senate and talk out your ass, you look incredibly stupid and uneducated, which you are. Not that I'm the most educated in crypto, but my 86-year-old mother could sit Elizabeth Warren down and explain to her how the blockchain works. Digital money offers 100% visibility to everything you spend. Everything that goes into the blockchain is logged. Okay, and I'm going to use this as an example. 2 weeks ago, I took VeChain. I only had like $12 in VeChain, and I was trying to transfer it over to another platform, and I did something wrong, and it got lost for a while. Okay, but because it's on the blockchain, it's not lost. You're able to go and find it and correct it. Okay, every transaction is logged, so there's no way in hell a drug dealer will use this for. She's saying that North Korea is using it for nuclear arms and this and that. No, it's cash that they're using. They're using cash. They're not using Bitcoin to trade arms and nukes. You'll see that on the blockchain. Just go to Etherscan. Etherscan. I'm going to punch that in so you can see it. Hold on. Copy. All right, so I'm going to put it in the chat. You can go and check it out yourself. This is Etherscan transaction that happens on the blockchain. You could see it 13 seconds ago. 25 seconds ago. I mean, so what she's saying is complete and utter bullshit. This is a way for our government to control us, okay? I don't give a shit whether you're a Democrat or Republican, you both suck. And I know that by the end of 2024, when the next dragon is implemented and set in place, people by the end of the year of next year are going to sit there and go, holy crap, we've been fighting for all the wrong causes and all the wrong reasons, and we've been duped. Some of us in Americans are going to realize that reality. Some won't. Okay, moving on. So there is a difference between a permissioned blockchain and a permissionless blockchain. And let's talk about this for a minute. So a permissioned blockchain, which is used by the feds, is going to call into place restrictions on who can use the network and who can't. It'll be only by permission. So if they feel they don't want you to buy this, they will be able to tap into your account and stop payment. You don't have control of your money anymore. Permissionless blockchain is a decentralized platform, like Etherscan is a perfect example of this. In some ways, it's showing you all the transactions, but it is a decentralized platform or blockchain with a fixed supply that no one can change. You can see all the transactions happening, okay? And it's for the entire community. It's not just for, hi Joe. It's not just for one, what's the word I'm looking for? One entity, one type of person dealing with one institution. It's free to everybody and no one can get in there and touch it or change it. Like the permissioned one is no bueno. That's not good because the feds are able to control your money. This is becoming a big nightmare, and I don't really think the American people realize what is getting ready to take place. It's incredibly disturbing, and it's incredibly frightening. How do I put this? They're going to implement this IBS and make it, or UBS, and make it seem very appealing to people. Free money, you know. I know a lot of politicians that want to do this and implement this, but it is a way of controlling you, and that is not a good thing. There is an escape plan. There's 4 things you can do today to defeat this, because I'm going to tell you right now what I think is getting ready to happen come 2024. I think our government is going to make some of these exchanges illegal, like Bitcoin exchanges and what is the other one they use? Gemini. Centralized exchanges, not decentralized, is controlling them in some ways. They're legal and they're running, but something is coming in 2024. They don't want you to make money. The United States is trying to stop you from creating your own freedom to financial wealth. Like I said, Elizabeth Warren, that see you next Tuesday, pardon my French, is trying to make hard wallets illegal. You will see a very big revolution of that. That ain't going to happen. But there's an escape plan here. First thing you want to do is open a crypto account. I recommend Exodus because it is a decentralized platform. You can go ahead and do Coinbase. Remember, it is centralized. Move money to a decentralized blockchain. Okay, so open a crypto account. Go with Kraken, even though I believe Kraken is being investigated by the SEC right now. Once these ETFs go into effect that Larry Fink of Ripple and XRP are doing, you're going to see, how do I put this into words? You're going to see an explosion in crypto and the crypto markets when this happens. But open a crypto account, get it on a decentralized blockchain, move your money there. Then you want to invest in some Bitcoin, some XRP, or some of the other coins I've just mentioned. You have to have a hard wallet. This is why I like Exodus. And I'm not getting, I'm not being sponsored by Exodus or getting promotions or anything like this, but I like Exodus because I can take my Trezor hard wallet and connect it to my Exodus account. Trezor is a hard wallet. That's my bank. It's my personal bank. Let me show you. I will show you. My personal bank sits right here. And this is one. I have about 3 hard wallets. We just got my husband one because he's dabbling in this now too. So, and I don't want my money mingling with his. No, I'm kidding. But get yourself a hard wallet. You set it up. And this is an older model. They've come out with hard wallets that are the size of a credit card. Okay, the advancement in technology. I mean, this is about 3 years old. They've advanced since then. Okay, that's the first step. And you're going to want to get these before they make them illegal, because they're talking about making these illegal. So if you haven't gotten a hard wallet yet, I know they're not cheap. They range from anywhere from, the cheapest is like 50, 60 bucks all the way up to $300 or $400. Mine, I paid like $200 for this. But I'm able to hold over, not that I have near any of that in there, but I'm able to hold, I think, up to like 10 million in digital currency. I don't even have a million in there. But that's where I keep my crypto, on a hard wallet, safe and sound. And so if that woman tries to come at us and try and take that away, I foresee myself leaving the United States sooner than I originally planned. But that's the escape plan. I advise everyone to do that. Let's see. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. So yes, that is just a little rundown of what's happening in the crypto markets. Let's see what's happened this week. A lot of new coins coming in, but like if you've taken my crypto class on theastrologywitch.com, you know that 95% of cryptos are a hoax, a scam. They're going to disappear. There's only that 5%. And I always say this, and I'm going to reiterate it. You always want to look to what that coin, what its utility is, what its job does. Meme coins are a joke. I don't even dabble in that. And even though I do have like maybe $20 worth of the Shiba Inu, I don't do much of the meme coins. I kind of keep it real. I stick with, obviously, I'm part of the XRP army, and I've been involved in that since 2017. I get myself involved in things like HBAR and, what are the other coins I just threw out there? XLM. You want to also, if you're not familiar with crypto very well, then you do want to start on a centralized platform like Coinbase, because they kind of give you classes and they teach you things and they show you the difference between DEX, a decentralized exchange and a centralized exchange. They educate you on that. So if you're a complete newbie to it, then by all means do open up a Coinbase account, but don't keep all your money there. I keep very little on those exchanges. In fact, I had moved most of my crypto onto a hard wallet, and I kept a very small amount, like $200-300 in coins on the centralized exchange. And because Bitcoin's going crazy and Ethereum's going crazy, I've like tripled my money on the exchange, but I'm pulling as it goes up. I just pull it and put it on the hard wallet because I know it's safe there. Um, the other thing, and I'm going to talk about this next week. I haven't been doing too much of the financial Fridays because I really don't. I think it's in really poor taste to sit here and discuss money all the time when 20,000, we're having a live genocide on TV where 20,000 plus people are dying. And so I just don't think it's in good taste. But we got to know what's going on. So I have to come on here at least once or twice a month and explain the economy to everybody and what is happening. As for any major news, let's see. I wanted to see if I highlighted anything on my just give me a second here. I got to scroll. I should have had this up, but I didn't. Okay, so this coin market cap spotlight, and what I'm talking about right now is this was from yesterday, but it's talking about JP Morgan's they have a love-hate relationship with crypto. So back in 2012, when they were all telling you, the bankers, even Larry Fink of Ripple and XRP was telling you that crypto was a scam. And they were secretly buying it. Okay. I thought that when they tell you one thing, you always go you do the opposite of what they tell you. And if I would have listened back in 2012 or 2017 when they were saying, oh, don't buy this, don't buy that, I would have not made any profits in my lifetime on crypto. And I haven't made millions, but let's just put it this way. I have enough in my reserve that, say I have more dental problems or I have an issue that has to be paid. I have a reserve, and it's not being held by the banks. It's being held by Linda. The top gainers for this week are BTT, HNT, and XEC. I don't know any of those coins. The top losers were SEI, Blur, BLUR, and Rune, RUNE. I don't own any of those coins either. Let's see, what other news? And like top headlines, Jamie Dimon is at it again. Feels like whenever Jamie Dimon and Peter Schiff drop, the Bitcoin is a bubble bomb. Bitcoin goes bullish. So every time, I think a lot of us are on to these bankers and their bullshit now. And I think it's people like Coach JV, who I follow, and he tells you when they say one thing, look the other way. People are learning. People are getting smarter. Now, I do say this because it's very true. It's going to be the boomer generation that loses the most in this scenario because, I mean, look, we've got Elizabeth Warren, who's a boomer, who's against Bitcoin. You got Gary Gensler trying to work some deal. He's just boomer. I mean, I've seen live videos of him teaching at MIT talking about how good crypto is. Then he gets this job as the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, and now he's singing a different tune. So don't let them fool you. Okay. Follow the absolute opposite of what they do. So every time Jamie Dimon brings this up, Bitcoin goes up. Now, we discussed the relationship among this narrative, the Bitcoin halvings, the crypto bull run in detail. So I'm going to copy this and put it in the chat for you to see. I can't do it in the Facebook chat because I'm on my phone there, but you can always go to my YouTube channel to find it. Okay. Okay, so Diamond was talking at a Senate hearing. Um, he highlighted the speed and anonymity of digital assets, stating funds can move instantly. And this is what they don't like. You see, if you ever do any kind of banking online or exchange online, you'll notice that there's always a third party trying to get your money. Oh, it's a 2% fee or it's a this fee and it takes 3 to 5 days. That's coming to an end. See, what's happening is crypto has cut out the middleman, which is the banks, and they don't like that. Okay. So earlier this year, he called Bitcoin a hyped up fraud. He predicted that when the 21 millionth BTC is mined, Satoshi will reveal it will be one big prank. That's not true. But Jamie can't seem to make up his mind, is what this article is saying. Despite trash talking crypto, JP Morgan is cozying up to a blockchain technology. Now, here's where it gets interesting. JP Morgan Chase has one of the strongest blockchains. They've created a blockchain called Onyx. Okay. All the top banks have created their own blockchain. I think Wells Fargo is on R3 blockchain, but don't quote me. I'm only familiar with Chase right now. So they've recently teamed up with Avalanche on an asset management pilot project. So he's full of shit when he sits here in Congress and what he's trying to do is tell Elizabeth Warren what she wants. Okay. Some ex-users are calling his statements a FUD. So why crypto when your company is leveraging the tech to grab more clients? Okay, so he's part of the problem too. And what does FUD stand for? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And that's what the government is trying to instill in you. That's what the bankers are trying to instill in you. They don't want you to invest in crypto because they want to do the FUD. They want to instill fear. They want to instill uncertainty, and they want to instill doubt in you so you don't invest, because how it's happening and what's getting ready to happen in the next 12 to 24 months is you're going to have two types of people, the very rich and the working poor. There will be no middle class. So to those of you watching me today, I highly recommend you get in on the crypto train. Now, there is a disclaimer with this video. This is not legal advice or financial advice. This is just a simple woman who's been dabbling in this for the last 7 years and have seen how I can make a better living and use my money at my own will and to my own freedom without having to deal with the banks. Okay. So do get in on it. Don't listen to them because that's what they want. They don't want you in there. Okay. They don't want you involved. Now, unfortunately, good morning, Pam. How are you? Unfortunately, most people will be losing their 401k. 401k is the worst thing to have in an investment. You're better off pulling your 401k and putting it into leverage life insurance so that you can borrow from that tax-free, which fully legal. It's just the IRS is not able to tell you that, and neither is your tax consultant, because if everyone knew that, everyone would do it. So it's not illegal, but they can't advertise it. That's the illegal part. They're not allowed to advertise that information. So yes, in the next 12 to 24 months, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but most everybody's 401ks are going to get wiped out. So if you're able to move your 401k or get out of that, get out of it immediately. Immediately. Okay. Let me just double check. cover my notes. Hey, Gail, how are you? Oh, there's another one here. So this is a big win for crypto legislation. The House Energy and Commerce Committee ununanimously approved a bill supporting blockchain technology deployment. So there are people in our government that realize that this is the future. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Like I said, it's that boomer generation that can't quite comprehend what's going on. You've got Joe Biden, you've got Senator Warren, you've got Gary Gensler, you've got all the other idiots. I mean, I will say this, it's the Republicans seem to have it their shit together on this better than the Democrats. The Republicans, some of them are going in and saying, hey, when I watched them grill Gary Gensler, the Republicans were saying that you can't sit here and fine people when you haven't even implemented any laws or rules. So there's that as well. Oh, same to you, Gail. Happy Christmas. Happy New Year. I hope you have a wonderful year ahead. Now, deploying American Blockchains Act would direct the Commerce Department to promise blockchain competitiveness. This marks progress for crypto-friendly policies in Congress. This unanimous vote could signal a crypto policy breakthrough is near because people are sick of this. I've heard politicians scream at Gensler, asking him, where do we stand on these policies? And he's just kind of flailing in the wind. And that's about it for crypto this week. It's an interesting market. It's going a little crazy. It's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down, but the bull run is coming. And I said this before and I will say it again. Add up 2024. Add it up. 2, 0, 2, 4. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 is an infinity number. It is the year that you will see average people become thousandaires, millionaires, billionaires, and trillionaires, all because they look the other way and didn't listen to the politicians and the bankers. They're the ones that are going to be on top. The world is an awful mess. Yes, it is. Every time I talk about this on the internet, I'm silenced. I'm like totally shadow banned on Facebook. Everything I post on there, if it's not dealing with my Astrology Witch page, nothing is seen. I've posted 2 or 3 things in the last few days about Palestine and Mark Zuckerberg. Nothing. Shadow ban. I'm completely shadow banned. That's why I choose to be on TikTok over Facebook, because I have a little more freedom. Not much, but a little more freedom. Mark Zuckerberg is a Zionist. I said it. And he gives money to Israel. I am trying hard to find out how I cannot pay taxes this year because I don't want to pay to a genocide. I don't think my taxes should go to a genocide. And there's a lot of people that see it that way. And I know you've all been indoctrinated to believe that, oh, Israel, they're the good guys. They're this, they're that. But when you look up the word anti-Semitic, it's talking about being against people of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Levantine nation, the Levantine nation. So it's being anti-Semitic, not just towards Jewish people, but anti-Semitic towards Arabs and Muslims. So anti-Semitic, you can't go and use that word anymore, Israel, because you can't hide behind the Star of David and anti-Semitic rhetoric and then do what you're doing. Because even rabbis are speaking up in Brooklyn and all over about how this is not what Judaism is about. Judaism is not Zionism. So, and I don't really want to get into that today. Okay. I really don't. Okay. So before I leave, because this is a short and sweet one today, I want to talk about something that, before I go on, let me just say this. I got to find that book. Hold on. I have a book down here and I want to show you something. Benjamin Netanyahu. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will see I did a video about him and his stars. Okay. Now, he's a Libra with a dragon's head in Aries and a tail in Libra. Right on his first house with a whole bunch of other things going on. March 25th, 2024, we're going to be having a lunar eclipse in Libra. That's going to get him. That lunar eclipse, something's going to happen to him. I'm not sure what, but he will be in danger on those dates. And that's something those are hard lessons he's going to have to learn. Now, here's the interesting part. Netanyahu, we were able to obtain his son's DNA was leaked. The DNA of his son doesn't even show the son as even having Ashkenazi Jew in him. No Jewish whatsoever. Benjamin Netanyahu's real name is Benjamin Makowski. He had his name changed. All of this dirt and information is coming out on him. Couple of weeks, I'm going to post videos. In fact, I think I did post one of the videos. You see a lot of me posting videos about the history of Palestine and about what's going on. Oh, a couple of weeks before the war broke out in the Middle East, Benjamin Netanyahu, there's a video, go look at my shorts. He's talking about creating a new Silk Road. And so this was all premeditated. Everything that's happening is premeditated. Okay. The greatest joke on the people of this world is what's going on in Israel right now. You would think that a nation that's been oppressed would have heart, but they don't. Now they're the oppressors. Now they're becoming the Nazis. Anyway, let's switch gears because I get very upset when I talk about this. I do want to share something with you. So for those of you who know, I've had dental problems for a while now. And I'm convinced that, yeah, I know. It's just freaking terrible. Anyway, I've been using a product that I told myself, I'm going to give it 6 months and I want to see what happens. My daughter said the same thing because every time she goes to the dentist, they find little cavities. And she is one of those kids that brushes and flosses religiously. She is not lazy when it comes to her dental hygiene. She takes care of her teeth. She's like, I just don't understand. I use the AC fluoride and I use this, I do that, and I still get cavities. Well, I'm thinking the whole dental thing is a joke and a ripoff, because even myself, I am noticing an improvement in my dental health. And it's because I invested in just 3 products. Now, this is all over TikTok. You see him all the time. He has his own website. But I'm convinced, and even my kid is convinced, because she went to the dentist yesterday and they were like, oh, there was a couple of areas on her teeth that the dentist was watching for because they were like pre-cavities. They were not full-blown cavities yet. She started using this product that I'm going to show you in a second. Yes, the other day, 2 days ago when she went to the dentist, they asked, I don't know what you're doing. You must be brushing really well. We didn't tell them what we were using. Those cavities disappeared. They're not there anymore. Yes. Yes, Maya, let her in. Thank you. My daughter messed. I have a washing machine arriving, so I need to get off of here in a second. Oh, no, he just passed us. Anyway, Guru Nanda. This is a pulling oil. It is made with coconut oil, sesame oil, a whole bunch of other ingredients. I use it every morning. I leave it in my mouth for about 10 minutes, and I just swish, 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 swish. Guru Nanda. Then I use their concentrated mouthwash, which has all natural ingredients. We've got oregano oil, basil oil, we've got clove oil in here. We've got a combination of everything in here. So there's that. This is not by Guru Nanda, but I decided to pay a little more money. It lasts a lot longer. I guess I should have shown you guys too. Guru Nanda. Guru Nanda. Guru Nanda. I stopped using toothpaste with fluoride in it, and I started using something a little more holistic and a little more natural. So Himalayan Boutique. Himalayan Boutique. I've had this for a month, and you hardly put a dent in it. All you need is the size of a pea or the tip of your finger, pinky finger. A little goes a long way. I've been using this. Last but not least, these you can get on sale right now on the Guru Nanda website for about $19.99. This is called a water flosser. And the water flosser comes with all these different gauges on it, or little, there's like a little pick. You can get in interproximal in the gums, things like that. But I'm going to tell you something. My 18-year-old got like a smashing review on her dental. And all she did, and she didn't tell them, all she did is change to holistic, more holistic dental. I know people who have used this product along with this, who dentists have said to them, you're going to be needing implants or dentures soon because you're going to be losing all your teeth. They started implementing these 3 things into their regimen, and they still have their teeth. Now, here's a nice thing. You can take this mouthwash, which is concentrated, put about 5-6 drops in here. You fill this up with water. You turn it on, and you irrigate your gums with this natural, wonderful stuff. All natural. This is why you go back to nature. The ancestors knew clove oil was good for teeth. The Egyptians knew you use clove oil. You want to get rid of bacteria, you use basil and oregano oil. All of these things connect, and all of those ingredients are in this little bottle. Walmart sells this, which I'm banned Walmart right now, but Walmart sells this for $9.98. Walmart sells this for $6.68 or $6.95. So, and this wasn't cheap. This was $6, but look how long it lasts. I've been using it for a month. Throw in the water flosser, and you will. I know people who've had loose teeth and started using this, and their teeth were not as loose anymore. So there's something to this that will probably piss off the American Dental Society in some way. So Did she let her in? Did you let her in? Okay. All right. So that's about it for this Friday. Antonia, would you like me to pull a quick card for you in YouTube? Any of you in the chat in Facebook, would you like a quick oracle card? I'll pull some cards and then I will skedaddle out of here. Yes, Antonia. Okay. Gail, do you want a card, hon? Pam? I think Joe is in there too. Okay, Antonia, I'll pull a card for you first. Let me just turn my light on a minute. Okay, let's hope for a good one. Okay. Spirit, what messages do you have for Antonia? Okay, Gail, you'll be next, hon. Antonia. All right, this is card number 2, and it is all about a journey, but it is in reverse, isn't it? Yeah, it went in reverse, so journey. Hold on. Let me turn this so I can read. Move this out of the way. Okay, so this represents movement, relocation. God, Linda, handle it. Movement, relocation, and travel. But it's in reverse, so let's see what it says. You may desire to move or just get away. Jeez, Linda. Or just get away for a while. But the reverse of this card could indicate a delay or even a cancellation. Something could be standing in your way, or perhaps a communication could change up or set. Refocus your energy and be flexible to alter your schedule or destination as needed. Remember, you can always create new adventures even in your present location and situation. Remember, Antonia, that Mercury in modern astrology, it's on the 13th, but as of yesterday in ancient astrology, Mercury has gone retrograde. So that does make our plans sometimes have to be altered or postponed or even canceled. Now, knowing what you're going through right now, I have a feeling that's why we've got to wait till things with quarter finish before you can make those plans. But Antonio, remember this affirmation, hon. I am attracting wonderful new adventures for me. My life is a blessing, taking me to new places inside and out. So blessed be. Very good card, okay? You will get to your destination, but you got to take care of business first, okay? You know where I'm going with that. Okay, Gail, you're next. I hope that helped, okay? Okay, let's give it a good shuffle for Gail. You're very welcome. It's a good card. I know where you want to move, so yay! I know where you want to move. I know where your destination is too, but you have to wait until this craziness that's going on with the courts is done. And then you can carry on. Okay. What messages does Spirit have for Gail? I'm sorry it's so loud there. Okay, card number 36. This is an angel card. This is the second chakra. This is Archangel Ariel. Now, before I go and read the book, I'm very familiar with this archangel because I do work with her quite a bit. And I work with her with the animals. Archangel Ariel is the angel of nature and goddess energy, but she's also the animals, not animal, the archangel I call upon to protect my animals is this one, Archangel Ariel. She's beautiful. Oh, 14th of May. Okay. Okay. I'll look at that date after I'm off. Gail, let me read this to you. But it is a very beautiful, beautiful angel. She's actually one of my favorites to work with, um, especially when it comes to protecting our pets. I'm sorry, I should hold it there. Let me hold it like that so you get a full view of it. Okay. This is about creativity and intimacy. Now, see, I don't see that for this card, but that's me. I see this more as an animal protection, but the second chakra vibrates in the energy of a beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. Now, the affirmation, yes, yes, it is a very lovely card. I mean, she's my favorite angel to work with. And I do, all my animals are blessed by her. Anytime I feel I need to do animal protection, she comes in for me. I always print out her sigil. If you type up Archangel Ariel sigil, you'll be able to look at her sigil. Keep her sigil printed out and keep it on a little altar with a white candle whenever you have to say a little prayer for health for your pets. She's absolutely amazing. But Gail, let me read you the affirmation here. The affirmation for this card is, my second chakra is open in its perfect healthy state. I am creative and self-nurturing, um, more and more comfortable with the gentle waves of creativity and intimacy that could come my way. So this card takes on two things in this book, creativity and intimacy. But I've worked with her. It's animal energy as well. So, and I know you're an animal lover, Gail. So know that your animals are blessed and protected. I hope that helped. And that creativity, you got it going on, honey. You've got it in spades. Use it. Use that creativity these next couple of months to your advantage. Okay? Blessings to you, love. I hope that helped. I don't see Pam saying yes to a card, so I don't know if she's still in here. She might have had to go. Anyway, my dog's lying next to me now. Oh, isn't that wonderful? I absolutely love animals, and I was telling my kids when I'm trying to relocate farther north. And once I do, I'm going to have some dogs. I have cats. I love my cats, but I love dogs too, you know. Um, and there's a couple of breeds I really do like the best. You know, German Shepherd is my favorite. But I've always wanted, oh my God, what are they called? Is it a French Bulldog? I think it's a French Bulldog. I think it's the kind of dog you have, Antonia. French Bulldog? I love those. They're adorable. You know, I don't know, or a little Pomeranian or a little, you know, I know they're kind of yappy, but I don't care. I love them. And your 4 dogs are sleeping around you. Isn't that wonderful? I love it. I'm going to leave everyone with this today. Okay. I don't really trust people who don't like animals. There's an energy that comes off of people who don't like animals that I don't like. I know that's judgmental and that's kind of mean, but I can judge someone's character on how they treat animals. My husband's grandmother, who was a wise Native American woman, told me once, you can always judge a man on how he treats women by how he treats animals, especially cats. Because, it's a macho thing. I like my dogs, nature all the way. Aw, bless his heart. He's a little Cocker Spaniel. How cute. But yeah, I can always judge a person on their humanity, on how they treat animals. And I just don't resonate with people. And I don't trust people who don't like animals. I don't know. I find that weird. I find it strange. And that's just me because, I like animals more than I like people. I'd rather be surrounded by animals than a bunch of shitty, crummy, mean humans. You know what I mean? God. Anyway, I leave you with that today. All of you out there have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. I think we're moving into a platonic phase. I think we're in it. So this weekend could get a little violent in certain parts of the world. Continue to say prayers for Palestine. Because a genocide is just, it's unacceptable. It is just unacceptable to kill 6,000 children because you wanted to get to Hamas. Doesn't make sense. Anyway, say some prayers for the Middle East, and let's hope this comes to an end soon. I don't see it coming to an end soon, though. Be safe out there because there is a platonic phase. I will try and get back on here for sure on Monday and do your new moon forecast for the general public. If you want the forecast ahead of time with a lot more information, join my Patreon for $5 a month. I will be setting up a 4th tier. This will be the Hag tier. And the Hag tier will come sometime in end of January, beginning of February, and it'll be all more financial and financial astrology. But all of you out there, have a blessed weekend. Be safe, say some prayers, and I'll see you all on Monday. Good to see you, Gail. Bye. Antonia, good to see you, hon. Bye. You have a good weekend too, Antonia.